My boyfriend, male 23, left me, female 23, at home Thursday and hasn't been home or said where he is. I'm 8 months pregnant. Alright, let's read this. I woke up to what ended up being Braxton Hicks contractions, but at the time thought that labor was beginning. I am 35 weeks. My 23-year-old male boyfriend was not in the house when I got up to tell him we need to go to the hospital. We have been working on communication, and he up and left with our 26-year-old male roommate without saying a word. I was unable to drive myself to the hospital, and I was calling and texting him nonstop, or emergency code word for when it's time to get to the hospital. He ignored it. Long story short, I wasn't able to get a hold of anyone and had to try and sleep the contractions off. It didn't work. Oh, son. I was able to find our roommate just down the road, and he took me to the hospital. He had told me they went out and that he doesn't want to be involved in our relationship problems, which I understood. He supposedly dropped my boyfriend off at work that morning, but his phone was dead. He didn't know I was at the hospital. When I got home, I learned that he had been turning his phone on and off, but continuing to ignore me. I was so hurt and confused. He eventually texted me back asking if I read his notes on the counter. I had no idea he left me any messages. The notepad was closed. The note basically said that he was upset with me for being judgmental and stereotyping his drinking problem instead of being helpful. Although I was pissed about everything else, I understood where he was coming from and apologized immediately, owning up to my faults. I told him I understood if he needs space, but that communication was still necessary. He would not communicate when he would be home, where he was, or who he was with. He repeated twice that he was safe, and that was all I got. I tried to be okay with it and tried to sleep. I have sent numerous texts since Friday explaining my feelings, that I don't feel like he is thinking about my feelings. He doesn't seem to care because he won't respond. My pregnancy hormones have amplified my emotions, and I feel like I've completely lost my mind in the matter of a couple of days. I don't know what to do or where to start. My doctor said that my kid will be here any day, and I don't have options or a backup plan. Any advice from people that have gone through similar things while pregnant would be helpful. Has anyone made it work with their partner after they went MIA? Girl, I want to fight him for you. Yo, send me an address. Come on, fight him for you. On a serious note though, this is going to be some of the hardest advice, but it's 100%. The moment you are able to save up and get the backup plan there where you say you don't have. Because no, it's not only about you, it's about your child. This person is a narcissist. If you are, based on what I see, you sound like a very reasonable person. This person left, didn't say anything. You are 35 weeks pregnant, and they are not thinking about that. Them just up and left because their feeling is more important than your health, basically. Because you could be in that house and died with his child and he wouldn't care. He's turning on and off his phone. What? This guy don't love you. He doesn't love you. He doesn't even like you. Right? And that I'm sorry, but it had to be said. He doesn't even like you. As soon as you're able to, please sort out that plan B, because Matter of fact, it shouldn't be a plan B at this point. It should be your plan A now. It should be the only thing that you're thinking about is to try and get away from this person. And when I say get away from this person, I don't mean keep his child away from him, because we don't want that. But this person does not love you. This person does not love you, and don't let, because you're having a baby for him, let you stick around and make him ill-treat you and mistreat you like he's been doing, and because he's not going to stop. You know, because if you're in your most vulnerable state and he can treat you like this, girl, that plan B, make it your plan A. Zane? And this is one of the things why I'm always say, oh, I don't trust nobody. I don't care. You could be as glitter as gold or as shiny as a new penny, and you act the best way. The moment you get pregnant, a man can change, and you need to be able to foot that bill. And it's sad because it shouldn't be that way. And then there's so many good fathers out there, but at the end of the day, when all is said and done, it's gonna be you and that poor little baby. And that's what I'm gonna say. So you need to think about not just yourself, but that kid now. And that person, them have a drinking problem. He sound like he's stubborn. He sound like him not have no level of maturity to deal with what's about to come, especially with a new baby. So I think you need to start looking into your options. Honestly, if you have any family or any friends or anything, because when that baby comes, I don't have any kids, but I hear a lot of things about it, and I've been around my sister when she just had her baby, and enough people, so much people cannot tell lies, say, oh, it's not easy doing that on your own. So if you have if you even the smallest support from family or friends or anything, try and start harness that now, because you're gonna need it. You're gonna need it, baby girl. And I'm sorry that this is happening to you, but just gotta toughen up now, because this man, he ain't it, and he ain't right.